You're Santa.
Him.
Oh, your turn.
Ah, said Santa. I see.
Emmeline was the first to wake up on Christmas morning. She squealed loudly and woke up George, Truffle, and the little mice. They all squealed too, for not only were they lying under the reddest, warmest, coziest blanket that they have ever seen, they were lying on the most beautiful bed for mice in the world. And Emmeline had her nurse's uniform, George had his chemistry set, and the littlest mice had their tiny teddy bears. And Truffle had his hula hoop. He smiled happily, and on his whiskers there was still a clunk, a little bit of red fluff from the bottom of Santa's pocket. The end.
The end.
So that was our story. That was our story. Truffle's Christmas by Anna Curry. And
Hope you liked it.
yeah, bye. How do I stop it?
And didn't quite cover them all. Emmeline got most of the blanket because she was the oldest, then George, then Truffle. But the littlest mice were right on the edge. They lay shivering in the cold. So Truffle gave them his part of the blanket, but then he got cold.
Father, said
Truffle, as he started out into the darkness.
I wish I'd asked for a blanket and not a hula hoop. Brother, I know, he said, suddenly sitting bolt upright. I'll wait for Santa to tell him I've changed my mind.
Truffle crept out of bed and tiptoed to the mouse hole door. There he waited and waited, but Santa didn't come. It's no use. Here, grumbled Truffle.
I'll go outside where I can see Father. I better take something to eat in case I get hungry.
He packed an apple core, a bread crust, a half a peanut, and he went off into the night, dragging his picnic behind him. It was very cold. As he waited for Santa, Truffle became hungry, so he unpacked his picnic. First he ate his bread crust very slowly. Then he ate his apple core very, very slowly. Finally he ate his peanut half very, very slowly. But still Santa didn't come. Truffle stood up and brushed his whiskers.
I will go to that hill over there where I can see Santa and Santa can see me,
he said firmly and plodded off. In the woods, a fox barked and an owl hooted. A tabby cat prickled up her ears. Truffle was scared, but he trudged on and on. The clouds covered the moon, and the candle in Truffle's lantern went out. It was very dark. Truffle felt all alone and very tired. He sat down and tried to watch for Santa, but his eyes kept shutting. Softly, it started to snow. Truffle fell asleep.
Now, said the fox, before the snow covers him entirely.
Now, said the owl, before the greedy fox gets him.
Now, said the tabby cat, because I'm very, very hungry.
Then, just before the fox jumped in, the owl swooped, and the tabby cat pounced. There was a tinkling and a jingling of sleigh bells. There was a rattling and creaking of harnesses. There was a pattering and shuffling of hooves, but Truffle was fast asleep and didn't notice a thing, until a reindeer snorted on his face.
Squeaked Truffle.
What's this?
Said Santa.
A mouse? A poor little mouse? How cold you are.
Truffle shivered.
Why aren't you tucked up in bed?
asked Santa.
I came out to find you, mumbled Truffle. I came out to find you.
Mumbled Truffle,
Still half asleep
and rather muddled.
I wanted a hula hoop, but we really need a blanket.
Said Santa. I think it's time I took you home.
He tucked Truffle into his pocket. And away they went over the fox, the owl, and the tabby cat, over the forest and hills, over the fields and edges, and they didn't touch the ground until they reached Truffle's home.
Oh, that messed it all up.
It's okay. Truffle was asleep again, so fast asleep that he didn't even stir when Santa finished him out of his pocket and returned him to the mouse hole. Santa's hand brushed against a little piece of crumpled paper lying on the ground. He unfolded it carefully.
Dear Santa, it said in my tiny mouse letter, I would like a hula hoop, blanket, hula hoop, blanket.